This report comes from the town of Paoli in Orange County, Indiana. This is in 1976. When I was little, we lived on a house on my great-grandma's farm. She lived on the dead end, we lived about a half-mile up the road, and across the road lived my great-aunt Chloe. She was an 86-year-old widow that lived alone. One night around 2 in the morning, she came over and woke my dad up, saying she shot at a big hairy man eating tomatoes in her garden, but he ran off. My dad went and got my uncle that lived with my grandma and went to check it out. Sure enough, the gun had been fired, the garden was trampled, and the little fence knocked down. They questioned her about it being a deer, and she swore it was a huge, hairy man. Her little garden was only 10 feet away from her back porch. The next day, my dad and uncle went over in the daytime and found tree limbs about 6 to 8 feet off the ground broken off as if something went through there. In the weeks that followed, we would hear strange calls in the night from behind her house and down by our pond. This report you might find interesting because on the BFRO website, they actually don't have any Bigfoot sighting reports for Orange County. So this is one that they don't have on theirs. And it looks like the great aunt got a really good look. I mean, she was insistent that it was a big hairy man. And if I remember correctly, Orange County has a part of it in that Hoosier National Forest area. And like I had mentioned in a previous video, that whole area, that Hoosier National Forest and the counties that all touch it, that accounts for about 20% of the sightings in Indiana. This next report comes from the Henderson County area of Illinois. It's the Bluffs area along the Mississippi River, according to the description, and the date is June 10th, 1994. My friend and I were arrowhead hunting one summer day in a very remote field. I looked up and saw Bigfoot standing on the other side of the field watching me, not moving, just looking at me. It was about on the other side of the field in a completely open area, no bushes or trees. I knew what it was made the hair on the back of my neck stand up like a dog. Never before or since has that ever happened or have been that scared. I looked behind me hoping to see my friend because I didn't want to be alone, and when I looked back, it was gone. They must be able to run so fast, 'cause there wasn't anywhere right there for it to hide. I got back to the car as fast as I could. I was 8 months pregnant at the time. I got in the driver's seat and my friend was in the car waiting. I started the car driving down the road. Neither of us spoke. Then I said to her, "I saw something back there," and she says to me, "It was Bigfoot. I saw it too. I had nightmares and never went back, even though she wanted to." I think you buried the lead on that one. 8 months pregnant out there in a field that's, you're not completely alone, but your friend's a distance away with obviously a creature that can move quite fast. That would have been so terrifying. I mean, when you're 8 months pregnant, you can't really run as fast as you used to. You aren't really as able to defend yourself, if you even could defend yourself. So I can understand why your fear level was that high. Thank you so much for submitting your reports, and if you want to share your encounter with us, you can click on the link in the description, or you can go to squatchable.com and add it to our reports. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.